This is my match video for the August 19th, 2017 Two-Gun Action Challenge match. I competed in an armored division with my KE-15 action rifle with Night Force 1-4 scope, KE-19 stealth special pistol with Leupold Delta Point Pro, and Faro Concepts Slickster plate carrier with United Armory steel plates. This portion required the shooter to alternate between the Texas Star and the poppers. I was first armored and second overall on this stage.
Shooter, if you are finished, unload, show clear.
This stage began with one mini IPSC target at about 150 yards and a second mini IPSC target at about 100 yards. There is an MGM spinner from this second position that must be shot using the support side.
Over.
Nice run.
I was first armored and second overall on this stage. This stage required one hit on the steel from each side of the barricade. In the middle, the shooter will engage one paper target. This process repeats until all three paper targets are engaged, and the shooter does one final engagement from a barricade. This kind of stage is all about movement as fast as you can and acquiring your sights as fast as you can.
Come on. Two.
The fastest time on this stage was 39.25 seconds. I was 4th armored and 9th overall with 50.85 seconds. The shooter begins this stage laying on a window prop on its side. The shooter must engage the three rifle targets from their support side shoulder only, with one hit each 2 times.
Hit 6.
The shooter then must crawl through the window prop and acquire their pistol. When I flipped around through here, I did tweak my back a little bit, and I felt it for a couple days afterwards. These pistol targets are at 20 to roughly 35 yards. Using this tire as a support may not have been a good idea. You can see the amount of bounce that I have to deal with recovering shot to shot. I start to get frustrated because I can't hit the targets at 35 yards, even though I am waiting for a natural pause in my sight picture and doing a smooth trigger pull to send the shot.
You're off right. Come left.
I start working a grid, holding my dot further and further left of the target. Eventually, I make the hits by holding several inches off the left edge of the target. I was 6th armored and 23rd overall on this stage, well below where I should have performed. In the end, I was 2nd out of 12 in armored division and 5th out of 64 shooters overall. The problems hitting the last 2 targets on the final stage cost me first place in my division and bumped me down several spots overall. I don't like it when I can't accomplish something in a match or it gives me more difficulty than it should. At the first opportunity, I hit the range the week following the match. What I discovered was that my point of impact had shifted from the last time I zeroed the gun. The first time I had zeroed my red dot pistol, the barrel and comp were already dirty. Several thousand rounds later, I cleaned the barrel and comp thoroughly and noticed a point of impact shift when I went to shoot it again. So I re-zeroed using a ransom rest with the clean barrel and clean compensator. Over time, as the barrel and compensator got dirty again, the point of impact shifted, apparently back to where my original zero was. I confirmed this with the witness marks on my Delta Point Pro, as both sets of witness marks were still there for both the clean zero and the dirty zero. What this meant was by the time of the match, carbon accumulating in the compensator had shifted my point of impact to be a couple inches high and several inches to the right of my point of aim. That's why I had to hold so far to the left on those further targets on this stage. As I said, by re-zeroing the gun in the ransom rest, I found that the point of impact had shifted back to my original dirty 0. I then practiced the same type of target engagement from the prone to make sure there was not a deficiency in my skill set. For me, this was a lesson learned in the use of a comped pistol. I need to either clean the comp religiously so that point of impact does not shift, or simply maintain a dirty comp so that the point of impact stays relatively consistent to the 0. For my competition gun, I think it makes the most sense to just leave the comp dirty and not worry about point of impact shift with carbon accumulating inside of it. Thank you for watching, and come back again for more match and multi-gun competition content.